Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El Gindi with the Mr. Olympia. This man has shocked the bodybuilding world. He's right now in Prague with Chris Cormier. His name is Rubiel Mosquera. And Chris, before
Yo,
asking Rubiel, this guy has shocked the bodybuilding world. He is massive. Just by watching him on stage, my neck got bigger.
yes, mine too, brother. I'm super proud of this guy. He's been working all year long for this. He's been wanting to be a part of the IFBB Pro League. He wanted to, put his hat in his ring, his name in a hat with all the best in the world, and he wanted to, you know, do some legendary stuff. And I think that's he's on the right track. I mean, he can't wait to try to get to America and to train, for his next goals and taking a step towards being one of the best in the world.
Okay, my next question is he competing tomorrow against the pros? Rubiel, ¿vas a hacer la competencia mañana contra Samson Dauda, contra Michael Criso, contra Horse MD?
Bueno, primero que todo, hola, parcero, ¿cómo estás? Muy emocionado por estar aquí, por haber ganado a carnet. Me hice pro hoy, gracias a Dios. Sí, contento. Mañana voy a debutar con los grandes. Es un anhelo para mí. La verdad que estoy muy contento. Y bueno, gozar el show. Uno hace una preparación de 6, 7 semanas, 8 semanas. Y nada más tiene para gozar un minuto. Así que hay que aprovecharlo en la tarima y dar lo máximo.
So basically, he said he is competing tomorrow against the big ones. Get a preparation of 6-7 weeks. The key question is, I'm going to ask him and you, Chris. What are his expectations? Based on what we saw today, this guy has all the potential. Chris, is he fighting for top 5, top 3, or can he win the show?
I think realistically, at least the top 5. If we can get closer to the top 3, if we can get, I never see him up there on stage with these guys before, and it's not many men on this planet with a physique like this. I know he's still raw. I know he still needs to improve, and I know there's areas where we want to get better. But as a measuring stick is perfect setting for a measuring stick for him to go into the future and see what we need to work on.
Rubiel, la expectativa para mañana, ¿piensas que puede conseguir tal vez top 5, top 3 o tal vez ganar la competencia?
Bueno, como te digo, estoy emocionado de mañana competir contra los pro. Y no, va a dar la toa en la tarima que se ve la competencia, la tarima que se ve quién es quién está capacitado para estar parado ahí y apretar y a la toa. Así que estoy muy contento. Mañana va a ser un gran show y voy a dar la toa. Voy a dar la toa mañana en tarima. Eso es. Pero sí pienso que la idea está entre los top 3 o top 5 del evento. Y eso para mí está muy contento y también para la gente de Colombia que siempre me ha apoyado.
Chris, you've seen a lot of mass monsters. Marcus Rule. You've competed against Ronnie Coleman. You've seen a lot of Jay Cutler. A lot of those guys have been on stage next to you. Where do you qualify Rubiel? Is he a more aesthetically pleasing Marcus Rule? Is he Victor? I saw comparisons of Victor Richards, and in some body parts, his side chest, Chris, is as dense as Ronnie Coleman's.
Yes, and the side of his leg and the whole, there's different body parts like, you got Quadzilla comes to mention. He had a crazy side chest and side of his quad. That whole, his legs are as big as Rami's, if not, a tad even bigger. Even his calves are massive and very cut and very defined. It's not like a I mean, his whole body looked very clean to me, and just ready to grow. Because even from the what was it? We were training at the FIBO. Even at the FIBO, his body's improved a lot since then, and that was just last April. So if you get a few more months of some great training, he's going to be improving. He's improving his connection with his body already. He's improved his posing, and just in the last week, he's improved his posing. So that's going to get better and better. And I think from my standpoint, he's going to blossom into something great and something that possibly this world has never seen that type of thing, because I've been shocked ever since I saw him start to grow. It's just been like I can tell he's raw, but he's willing to learn, and he's totally coachable, and I think it's going to give a lot of people a lot of trouble.
Rubiel, posaste con mucha confidencia, parece que ya es muy experiente al palco. ¿Cuántos años estás haciendo deporte de fisiculturismo?
Bueno, creo que estar ahí y gozarse el show. Yo voy para 5 años. Yo inicié a competir en el 2018. A finales de 2018 hice mi primera competencia como amateur en la Elite Pro y gané. Y luego comencé a competir, pero en Colombia. Entonces luego tuve la oportunidad de competir en eventos internacionales, pero en Sudamérica. Luego, a pocos tiempo, vine a competir a Europa, estoy compitiendo en España. Entonces, todo eso me ha ayudado mucho para soltarme la tarima y estar muy, como decimos en Colombia, muy relajado, muy contento. Pero si yo voy a hacer un show y salgo asustado, pues eso muestra que no hice una buena preparación, que no coordiné nada. Pero si yo salgo con esa alegría, que todo ya lo llevo en mente y sé qué voy a hacer, como decimos en Colombia, es pan comido. Entonces, desde hace mucho tiempo tengo eso de que cuando me subo a una tarima, gozármela, o sea, tener esa energía con el público, con la gente, con todo. Entonces, eso hace que esté tranquilo.
So basically, he said that if you're prepared, you pose with confidence, you know what you're doing. He started competing in 2018. He's been in the sport for 5 years. Chris, if you could point out anything that he needs to improve in his physique, I know legs is not one of them.
The funny thing is he hasn't really been training his legs. He's been working on his whole backside, because the last time we saw each other, that's where he needed was the more hamstrings to balance out with the front quads, thicken up his back, thicken up his chest. That's still an ongoing thing. His whole upper body can use a little bit more. And once that happens, I think it's going to be a really balanced. And I mean, that side tricep, I'll put him up against anybody in the sport. That side chest, I'll put him up with anybody in the sport. And his back double bicep is very dense, and it's coming along. It's just like having a brick house, and we just put the cement there and just waiting for it to dry and waiting for the whole thing to become masterful. But those shots right there, his ab and thigh is like, that's the kind of abs you want to have on a big guy like this. And we're going to get more defined, utilizing those quads to the best of his ability. You see right here, and then some of it's going to come from doing the repetitions with the posing going on. I mean, look at the side chest right there. That's crazy. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. I mean, almost not even fair to a lot of people, but I mean, just watch where he started to really, grow into himself. And I think you're going to see something fantastic up there and very balanced.
Rubiel, una pregunta. ¿Cuánto tenemos de altura y cuánto es tu peso?
Yo mido 1.80 y según cuando fuimos a pesarnos, pesé 130 kilos, lo que decía la máquina ahí. pero me siento
Look
muy,
at that side
me siento
tricep.
muy ligero, a pesar de pesar 130, me siento muy, muy ligero, que yo creo que es mi masa muscular. ¿Sí me entiendes? Mi porcentaje de grasa son muy bajos. Igual, tengo pensado de hacer una buena preparación la próxima competencia, porque hubo algunos detalles que hay que corregir, ¿sí me entendés? Yo tengo problemas con mis piernas son demasiado desarrolladas. Las piernas mías son genéticas, las piernas mías son genéticas porque toda mi familia es así. Mis hermanos, mis hermanas, todas son así. Mi mamá mide como 1,60 y tiene unas piernas enormes. Mi papá es más delgado y mis hermanos todos son grandes, como decimos en Colombia, todos son vigas. Entonces es una genética que me ayuda mucho, pero a tú tener una genética y no trabajarla, no es hacer nada. Pues si tú tienes genética, tienes disciplina y la trabajas bien, tienes un buen partido.
Yeah, no, basically he's saying that, you know, the legs are genetics. Even though some of his family members are 1 meter and 60 centimeters, a lot of them have, you know, big legs like him. His dad is a little bit thinner, but he said you can have all the genetics, but if you don't train hard, you're not gonna get anywhere. Chris, how is he mentally? How is Rubiel Mosquera mentally? Talking to him right now, it seems that he's very cerebral, but tomorrow he's going to be right there with Samson Dauda, Michael Krizo, Nathan Diasha, Horace MD, Roman Fritz, and they're going to try to intimidate him. They're going to come after him. You know Nathan very well, Horace MD. You know Samson is going to say, come next to me. I'm going to teach you a lesson. How is he mentally ready to get in a brawl with some of these guys? They're not going to like him if he's on the first call out.
Yes, but you know, he's going to be somebody they're going to have to get used to because he's fresh at this. He's raw. You know, he's only been, you know, competing for a short time now. Some of these guys been on stage for many years already, but he's been waiting for this chance to go up against the best. I think he's looking forward to it. I actually think he's going to have fun out there and, you know, connecting with the crowd. And I think he's going to be gaining a lot of fans this weekend. I think that's where it's going to be for him. And don't look out, but maybe he may be up in that winner circle. Who knows?
Rubiel Mosquera, la publicidad de tu presentación es muy grande aquí en los Estados Unidos. Ahorita en California, mediodía en Nueva York, 3 horas en Londres, más o menos 6, 7 horas, tal vez un poquito más tarde. Pero muchas personas a la internet están realmente impresionadas con tu performance. ¿Piensas que tal vez un momento revolucionario en tu carrera, en tu profesión?
La verdad que sí. De hecho, yo miro, ¿cómo se dice eso? El historial en Instagram, que es como donde uno va y ve quién lo sigue, cuántas personas lo siguen a uno. Y la mayoría de gente que me sale es de como decimos en Colombia, de la USA, de Estados Unidos, California, India, ¿sí me entiendes? Y Colombia, pero siempre hay un público muy, muy, muy grande, una comunidad muy grande que me sigue. Sí, estoy muy contento y pues, como te digo, eso es un gran paso para yo iniciar mi carrera en ese mundo del deporte y pues Chris me ha dicho muchas cosas buenas, me ha dado muchos consejos, le da de escuchar a la persona pues, que lleva más tiempo en ese deporte y hace un gran partido y pues yo estoy solo, yo necesito pues un equipo, ¿no? Digamos un equipo o alguien que me asesore con algunas cosas, temas de marketing y todo, porque yo solamente no quiero competir, porque a mí la competencia es buena, sí, pero queremos pasta, queremos dinero y eso es lo que cuando uno se retira, lo que hay que disfrutar es eso. Entonces, pues, a mí me gustaría de pronto tener un equipo de trabajo de 1 o 2 personas para crear buen contenido para las redes sociales y todas esas cosas así.
Fantastic, fantastic. I mean, Chris, this guy seems to be very intelligent. He seems to be very cerebral, but I want to put him on the spot. Okay, he's got to get used to the primetime muscle attitude. He's got to bring some swagger. he's going to need to understand hostility. Does he have a message to Samson Dauda? Rubiel, ¿tienes una mensaje para Samson Dauda ahorita?
Si tengo un mensaje para Samson Dauda,
Sí.
que apriete duro mañana, que yo mañana voy con toda, que no afloje, que lo estoy pisando los talones.
It's fiesta time.
Ave Maria. Ave Maria. Rubiel Mosquera is basically telling Samson Dauda, get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let them go because he needs to rest. I wanted to get to know a little bit Rubiel Mosquera.
I've been telling you about this guy.
What's that?
I've been telling you about Rubio for months.
Chris, I don't put anybody on Olympia TV unless I'm impressed with them on stage.
I was already impressed. I was just
Congratulations to Yava Labs. Man, Yava Labs, you guys have made a lot of money right now because you got Mike Tyson on your corner and you got Muhammad Ali on your corner. So
Mike Tyson Jr.
Mike Tyson Jr., you got Muhammad Ali and Chris Cormier. And tomorrow,
this guy.
Tomorrow, we are going to see Rubiel Mosquera at the Prague Pro against Samson Dauda, against Michael Krizo, against Nathan Diasha, Horace MD, and Roman Fritz. Get your pay-per-view right now, and Chris Cormier is going to be updating all of us on Olympia TV. Rubiel Mosquera, felicitaciones, un excelente trabajo. Quiero invitar aquí a la sede de Mr. Olympia en Phoenix, es donde hacemos las grabaciones de Primetime Muscle con Chris Cormier, Tim Wilkins. Vamos a hacer una invitación porque gustaría mucho que visitaste aquí la sede principal, la casa de Mr. Olympia en Phoenix. Mucho gusto, felicitaciones, y mañana vas con todo.
I also want to say thank you to Pro 10 for taking care of him backstage and making sure he's looking like a champion.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tarek Ogindi with a quick update on Olympia TV with the legend himself, Chris Cormier, and the man who has shocked the bodybuilding world this weekend. His name is Rubiel Mosquera, aka the Mike Tyson of bodybuilding. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen.